I'm Sarah. I'm here to talk about one of my favorite poses, downward facing dog, Adho Muhka Savanasana. So there's a couple things that people might misconstrue about downward facing dog, but I'll talk about it from the ground up so you might be able to get a better understanding of how your downward facing dog should feel to you. When we start with our downward facing dog, we first want to think about our hands. So our fingers are spread wide all the way to the webbing, kind of like starfish, and the hands want to be down about shoulder width distance apart. Rotating the palms outward just slightly, like you're trying to close or open to big jars of whatever. So you're trying to rotate the lids. The index fingers point forward and are parallel with each other. And then you set the weight into the L shape created between the forefinger and the thumb. So that's where you're distributing the weight, and then also sending the weight into the knuckles, and then all the way into the finger pads. So that's the foundation of your hands. Going up through the forearms, you want to engage the forearms and then roll the eyes of your elbows forward. So you're engaging the triceps and then rolling the biceps outward towards your ears. Once you get into your downward facing dog, usually we go into it from our bear pose. Coming into our tabletop, tucking our toes, walking the hands forward just slightly so you're getting a little bit of additional length for your dog. Planting through the palms, eyes the elbows forward, tucking the toes, lifting the knees. Engaging through the arms, catting the shoulders, letting the head drop. Pulling the belly towards the spine, engaging your Uddiyana Bandha, your core lock, let that support you. Another good way to go into your downward facing dog from here is to press your hips back towards your heels, getting length through the wrists, the arms, the back, the rib cage, and then from here, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, begin to slowly lift the hips into your downward facing dog. So one of the misconceptions of your downward facing dog is that the legs have to be straight. The legs don't have to be straight. Your knees can always stay bent. So this is a downward facing dog. This is a downward facing dog. You'll still get the same benefits. In our downward facing dog, we let the head hang heavy. Maybe shake it out a little bit. And then more importantly than having the legs straight is getting a long line from the wrists through the arms, the rib cage, and then all the way to the tailbone. Tilting the tailbone to the sky rather than curling it under, kind of like how we do in our chair pose, the opposite of that. So actually pulling the tailbone up. From here, rolling the inner thighs towards each other. Knees can always stay soft. Tilting the tailbone high and then energizing the heels back and down. Sometimes I even like to lift my toes, getting some length in the calves, letting the head hang. So this is pretty much the basic shape of the downward facing dog. Pressing down through the hands, sending the tailbone up, and then pressing down to the heels. Some of the times we put our weight a little bit too far forward, relying too much on our shoulders, and then actually pulling back and up through the core. Let the head hang, and that's about it, I think. So that's Downward Facing Dog by Sarah. Thanks. Namaste.